In a quiet little town in Colorado, life moved slowly, like a gentle river through the woods. Everyone knew each other's name. And yet, there was one man people saw every day, but hardly ever noticed. His name was Henry Walker. Each morning, Henry Walker walked the same streets off steps, a faded gray coat, and eyes full of calm. Always early, always quiet. Henry Walker wasn't a librarian. He wasn't even on the payroll. But for 15 years he came to the town library every single day. He shelved books, read fairy tales to kids, and poured warm tea for the elderly who came in from the cold. He never asked for anything, never made a fuss. He simply smiled and kept helping. Then came the harshest winter the town had seen in decades. While most stayed inside, Henry Walker bundled up and stepped into the snow. He had someone to visit Mrs. Thompson, a widowed senior who lived alone. She didn't answer the door. Henry found her collapsed inside, unable to call for help. He called an ambulance, held her hand, stayed until help arrived. When Mrs. Thompson's family arrived, they searched for the kind soul who had saved their mother, but no one could tell them. Henry Walker had already slipped away, unnoticed. At him, it wasn't heroism, it was just the right thing to do. Months later, the library faced a crisis. Funds had run out. Despite all their efforts, it seemed the doors would have to close forever. The library director sat in silence, worry written all over her face. Henry Walker sat nearby, listening quietly, and then stood up to leave. The next morning, an envelope lay on the director's desk. No note, no signature. Inside was a check for $80,000, enough to keep the library open for 3 more years. No one could believe it. Who would give away that much and ask for nothing? It was Henry Walker. He had saved and lived simply for years, just in case this day ever came. A local reporter tracked down Henry Walker. He asked, "Why did you do it?" Henry smiled gently and said, "I don't have much to give. But if a child can keep reading, or an old man finds peace in a quiet story, then that's enough for me." Seasons changed, as they always do. One autumn afternoon, Henry Walker quietly passed away. No noise, no fanfare, just a quiet exit true to the way he had always lived. At his funeral, the town showed up in full. Children holding books he gave them. Seniors who remembered the warmth of his tea. The librarian wiping away tears. Everyone had a story. And every story painted a fuller picture of a man whose kindness ran deep and silent. The library is still open. Children still giggle in corners with their books. Seniors still find comfort between pages. And on the wall, quiet, humble, and easily missed, is a photo of Henry Walker. He never sought recognition, but in every life he touched, his memory lives on, because sometimes the ones who changed the world are the ones we almost didn't see.